Hi, this is Michael Regan with the Regan Team Home Loan Group, and this is another episode of Tech Talk presented by Norbar. Now, on this episode of Tech Talk, we're going to talk about blogging and why you need to do it in your real estate business.
So the number one reason why you want to blog is because your static, traditional website is dead. When you have your IDX, a little bit of information about you and your company, truly, except for searching for a couple houses, no one really cares and no one's going to come back to your site on a regular basis. What you want to do is you want to create a site that makes you the expert, that gives people information they actually want, and that makes people actually want to come back to your site on a consistent basis, whether they're your past clients or your current clients or, of course, future clients. So now a lot of people don't blog because it takes time. That's really the biggest thing. Blogging is not necessarily expensive. It's probably one of your highest return on investments you can do in your business if you do it properly. But basically, it just takes time. You don't even have to have a lot of technical knowledge to do blogging. It just, again, your time. So why blog though? Now, why is this so important to your business? And the reason is really simple. Is number one, when you blog and you have fresh current information, the search engines love that. So when you blog about a local topic, whether it be a specific neighborhood, a city, an event in the city, you're going to have a lot higher chances of coming up highly in the search engine, especially on the first page, than anything else. And that's great because you don't have to pay anybody to do this for you. You don't have to pay any service or any extra money. All you need to do is put good content on there. And the great thing about it is, you become an expert. People will go to you to find out information about the city, the specific neighborhood, or specific events, and you become the expert. So people go to your site all the time, whether they're moving to the city, to your particular city, or they just want to know more about what's going on in your neighborhood. They go to your site and you become really an expert if you do it properly, and a resource, a community resource, so people can go to your site no matter whether they're your past, current, or future client. So that's why it's so critical in your business. It's cheap and it's very highly effective. And you also find buyers that, especially when they're searching for neighborhoods, have already limited or kind of narrowed it down to where they want to live, and they just need some further information. And when they find your blogs about that specific neighborhood, city, event, they'll see you as the expert and maybe go to you to use you to purchase the house. So again, low cost, high value, you become the expert and people get to know the real you because hopefully you put your voice into your blogs. So that's why it's critical for your business. Now, the next step, I'm going to show you what blogs you can do. So blogging can be very easy, and here's one, ActiveRain. It's the largest real estate network for blogging, and it's a great place to learn and engage from other people, and it's great with Google. So it's one of those things where if you put up a blog, it'll show up in Google pretty quickly, and again, they take care of all that behind the scenes to get you on up top at the search engine rankings, so you don't need to pay anyone extra. Now again, like Facebook, ActiveRain does own the platform and they can change their terms at any time. It also costs money, roughly about $350 a year. But this is a great place to start for someone who's not necessarily tech savvy and also just want to plug and play. You can start blogging as soon as you sign up. Great site for beginners. There's also WordPress.com. It's free and it's the largest blogging platform in the world. And there's a lot of options. The only problem is you don't own the content. It's hosted on their servers and there's some advertisement, so it's not necessarily the most professional looking site. Then there's WordPress.org. Now you own the content and there's thousands of themes and plugins that you can use to really customize your website. Now the cons are it can be a little too tech savvy and you do have to pay for hosting every month. So again, for someone who wants a plug and play, this probably isn't going to be the way to go. But at least it gives you a good idea of what your options, your main blogging options are, and places to go.
And again, this is Michael Regan with the Regan Team Home Loan Group, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tech Talk.